This is the Class 2 400 meters. In lane 1 is Dwight Williams of St. Elizabeth. Lane 2 is Kurt Pagan of Wilmers. Lane 3 is Dane Edwards of St Jago, winner of the 100 meters. Lane 4 is Roderick Jarrett of St Jago. Lane 5 is Errol Biles of Camperdown. Lane 6 is Kevin Walker of Kingston College. Lane 7 is Carlos Samuels of Stets. And lane 8 is Carl McPherson of Jamaica College. And they're off and running. And immediately making up some good ground. It looks to be Errol Biles of Camperdown, but running well is Dane Edwards of St Jago, who's also moving along the backstretch. It looks to be Errol Biles of Camperdown. He's running well. Dane Edwards of St Jago coming into the picture at the 200-meter mark. It really is between Dane Edwards and Errol Biles of Camperdown. With 150 meters to go, the superior strength of Dane Edwards looks to be taking its toll. Let's see who has the stronger kick as they're coming to the stretch. It is Dane Edwards who holds a slight lead over Errol Biles. Dane Edwards, he's tightening up. Biles is coming back into it, but will Dane Edwards be able to hold on? Yes, Dane Edwards takes it over Errol Biles, with Kingston College's Kevin Walker third, and fourth place could be going to Roderick Jarrett of St Jago. But that was also an exciting run. Lane 1, Chris Stewart. Lane 2 is Kevin Walker of KC. Lane 3 is Dane Edwards of St Jago, the man to beat. Lane 4 is Richard Brown, Camperdown. Lane 5, Carlos Samuels of Stets. Lane 6 is Jazeel Gay, KC. Lane 7, Adrian Treston of St Jago. Lane 8, Julian Henry of Calabar. They're into the set position now. They should be. Starter seeing that they're steady. Now they're moving into the set position, and off and running, an even break, and immediately running well on the inside is Dane Walker of St Jago. He's made up the ground as they come to the top turn. It's Edwards, Brown, Samuels, Gale and Treston, but it's Dane Walker on the inside who's off the turn first. Running well is Jazeel Gale of KC, but here comes Dane Walker. Dane Edwards rather of St Jago. Dane Edwards of St Jago takes it. Second position going to Jazeel Gale of KC, and third position to Carlos Samuels of Stets. But no doubt about who was that winner. Dane Edwards of St Jago taking victory in this, the Class 2 200 meters, to add to victories in the 100 and the 400, and he undoubtedly will be the champion athlete of Class 2 with 3 victories. St Elizabeth, Lane 1, Wilmers, Lane 2, Camperdown, Lane 3, Lane 4, Excelsior, Lane 5, KC, Lane 6, St Jago, Lane 7, JC, Lane 8, Calabar. Up and running, an even break it is, but already making up the stagger is the runner from Excelsior. Camperdown is also doing well, but the Wilmers runner in Lane 3 is also doing well. Who makes the changeover first? It looks to be Camperdown that makes the changeover first, but running well too is St Jago on the outside. Here comes on the inside, it's St Elizabeth and Wilmers as they come to the penultimate changeover. It's Calabar on the outside that's being bested now by JC. St Jago is also there, but here comes Camperdown along with Dane Edwards on the final leg. It looks to be, it's going to be St Jago. Nobody's going to catch St Jago on this. St Jago has upset the apple cart. St Jago wins it. Second position to Calabar. Third position going to Camperdown. And despite having the best time, TY, coming into this final, Camperdown was bested by, again, great teamwork, excellent baton changing by St Jago. Hutchinson of St George's. It's going to be Biles, or will it be Hutchinson? And it looks to have been Biles of Camperdown. It was a close one, but it looks to have been Errol Biles of Camperdown that took that just over the runner from Clarendon College. Hansel, it looks to have been, and Richard Hutchinson of St George's was also there. So this is the 800 meters Class 2. The starters sent them underway. In lane 1 is Dinsdale Morgan of St Elizabeth. Lane 2 is Warren Morris of Homewood. Lane 3 is Norman Peart of William Knibb. Lane 4 is Chris Gallimore of Calabar. Lane 5 is Scotty Thomas of Monroe. And lane 6 is Alex Morgan of Glenmuir. Lane 7, Conrad Thompson of St George's. Lane 8, Adrian Kenton of KC. So we see now Tinsdale Morgan of Stets in second position, but out in front is Calabar's Chris Gallimore. He's the man leading the pack.
The disappointment of the 1500 behind.
Let's see what happens. He didn't win the 1500 meters, and he seems as if he's determined to take this, the 800. He has decided to take the lead. And there we go. He takes a glance back to see who's just behind him. And just behind him is the runner from St. Elizabeth, Dinsdale Morgan. But out in front is Calabar's Chris Gallimore. Gallimore followed by Morgan, and he is followed by Glenmuir's Alex Morgan. And also in the picture is William Knibb's Norman Peart. With 300 meters to go, it is still Calabar's Chris Gallimore who will be able to stick along with him. We see a number of runners from the pack, inclusive of Conrad Thompson of St. George's, who seem to be making his move now. Right at the 200-meter mark, a number of runners are coming through. William Knibb's Norman Peart is making his run. He's trying to catch Chris Gallimore of Calabar. 110 meters to go. It is still Gallimore of Calabar that holds the lead. He's tightening though, and the runners are making their kick. Let's see what happens. Chris Gallimore of Calabar, he's coming under tremendous pressure. William Knibb's runner is there. So too is the runner from Stets. But my word, it's going to be Chris Gallimore. He has atoned for his 1500-meter loss. Chris Gallimore of Calabar holds on to win the Class 2 800 meters. A fine run by Chris Gallimore, with second position going to Norman Peart, possibly of William Knibb, or the runner from St. George's, Conrad Thompson. But there is no doubt about who won that. It was Chris Gallimore of Calabar. Daniel England of Calabar. 46.95 his time coming into this, and he's really the man to beat. In lane 1 is Claude Sayers of St. Jago, 48.90. In lane 2 is Delroy Pang of St. Elizabeth, 48.80. Hopton Henry of St. Elizabeth, 48.64. Daniel England of Calabar, 46.95. Dane Wilson of KC, 48.78. Lane 6, Hugh Powell of Calabar, 47.75. Devon Hussock of Dunoon, 48.75. And Winston Sinclair of JC, 49. They're into the set position, up and running, and it's an even break. And already Daniel England has made up the stagger on the runner from KC, which is Dwayne Wilson. As they come to the 300-meter mark, it is Daniel England who is making all the running. On the outside, though, is Hugh Powell of Calabar. That's running well. At the 200-meter mark, it is the two runners from Calabar, England and Powell. But also making a good run is Dwayne Wilson of Kingston College. 150 meters to go. Daniel England powering his way to victory in just the Class 1 400 meters. Also, Hugh Powell is moving along with him. Daniel England turning up the track as they come now. His hands are pumping. The knees are going. Daniel England running for the record here at Boys Championship. He's about 10-15 meters. Daniel England takes the Class 1 400. Second position going to Hugh Powell of Calabar as well, with third position possibly going to the runner from Dunoon, Devon Hussock. Let's see if Dennis Moore can provide that competition for Daniel England, and let's see who will have enough come the time to breast the tape. Lane 1, Miraz of JC. Lane 2, Young of KC. Lane 3, Green of William Knibb. Lane 4, Mort of KC. Lane 5, England of Calabar. Lane 6, it's Edwards of Camperdown. Lane 7, Pang of St. Elizabeth. Lane 8, Sayers of St. Jago. Starters on his rostrum once again. The gun is in the air. He has asked him to move into the set position. And there it is. The gun is gone. And it's an even break. And immediately it looks to be Daniel England and Dennis Mort who are making the run-in. As they come to the top turn, it's England and Mort with just about 100 meters to go. It's England from Mort. England from Mort as they move towards the tape. Here comes Mort. He's putting on the pressure on England. But England holds through. England from Mort. And third position going to Lloyd Edwards of Camperdown. Daniel England of Calabar takes the 200 meters at Boys Championship 89. A stirring run. He got out of the blocks early. He immediately made up the stagger. Dennis Mort of KC responded. As they came to the top turn, it was all over. Bar the shouting, because England came on the straight first. Mort made his kick, made his move, but with 50 meters to go, the strength